Welcome back, DIYers. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can fix a leaky pipe. So let's dive in. So guys, first you can see this has been destroyed. It must have busted when it froze. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here a little bit lower. We're going to cut it off. We're going to use some little fittings right there, and then we're going to try to fit it all back together. I'm not at my house. I'm actually at my parents' cabin, so I don't have any of my tools, but we're going to try to use what we got, and I'm going to show you guys how we're going to fix this. So let's dive in. Just a reminder, anytime you're doing anything with plumbing, you need to make sure you've cut the main water line off. So guys, like I mentioned, I do not have any of my tools. My dad only had a hacksaw here, so that's the only one I had. I do recommend a cutoff tool. I'll have some links for those down below. Those are super helpful and a lot easier to use. Right now, I'm actually cutting CPVC, so this hacksaw does pretty well. But again, having a nice tool, whether it be just some type of cutoff tool where it just kind of goes around, or even a tool that you can actually use almost like a pair of snips, they work a little bit better. This kind of wobbles around a little bit, but again, it's still useful and still works pretty well. You just need to be really careful if you're going to be using any type of hacksaw or any type of sawzall, just because you need a clean cut. That's why I'm trying to go as slow as possible, getting as clean a cut as possible, because you want that to be clean, so when you put your fittings on there, there's not any burrs or there's not any kind of markings or any kind of thing like that on the pipe itself, because then it could actually mess up the pipe later on. So you want to try to be as clean as you can right here, and you want this to be as clean as cut as it can be as well. So this is shattered all the way up to the little fitting right here, so we're just going to have to take this whole thing off. So again, I just need to remove this spigot right here because it's not going to be this tall once I get done. So you just need to make sure that you're really as careful as you can be anytime you're doing anything with plumbing. You just want to make sure that you don't break anything else or do anything like that. So here I'm just trying to be as careful as I can, just getting this faucet off of there so that we can go ahead and get it fixed and get it back going. You see it's broken all the way up to this little fitting right here, so I had to go ahead and take this all the way off. Another thing you'll need to do is make sure that the pipe is even. If it's cut at a slant, or if it's cut any type of different way than super smooth across the top, that could be a problem once you put on your fitting here in just a second. Also, you don't want any burrs or any kind of thing in there. You want to make sure that everything is clean and anything is out of this, because if there are any type of burrs or any kind of thing inside these pipes, then they actually might mess up and it won't flow as well, so it could be a problem. So that's why I got my knife. Just want to try to make it as even as possible. And again, if you use those tools that I recommend that have the cutoff tools, they will work a lot better and you won't have as many problems. So guys, I do want to apologize for the wind. It was super loud. You couldn't even hear me talking here. So in this step, you want to make sure that your shark bite you're going to use right here actually is the correct color. The end color matters when you're trying to use different types of piping. So here I'm using and working with PVC pipe, and so I'm going to be using the gold tips for these shark bites. So you want to make sure you notice that and read the package really well when you're doing this, because I have messed up in the past and I've used the wrong color and it didn't work at all and they leak. But I don't have any of my tools with me. I don't have my deburring tool or my measuring tool, so I'm just going to guess. And if you have a measuring tool, which I'll have linked down below, then you'll know how deep these actually need to go onto the pipe. But if you don't, it's okay as well. You're just going to put those on as tight as you can, and you're just going to pull up a little bit to make sure that they are sunk in. And that's the main thing with these shark bites. You want them to get as low as possible and make sure that they are on there nice and tight before you turn the water on. So again, if you have the little tool, you can measure it out, but if not, it's okay as well. Next, since this is a spigot, we got our outdoor spigot right here. It's going to screw right in. Want to make sure that all fits. Yeah, it fits right in there. But before you do that, you need to put a little plumber's tape on there, just this little bit. What it does is just kind of seals all of these little gaps right in there. So again, this is not too hard of a process. The main thing you're going to do is just make sure you have a little bit of plumber's tape, and then anytime you have any type of fitting like that, a little rivet, you just want to make sure that you're putting that plumber's tape on there. It's just going to make sure that it's a watertight seal, and it doesn't have to be perfect on there. You just want to make sure that you have it on all of the little rivets and all the little seams, so that way again no water is going to get back and there's not going to be any leaks. So again, not super hard. You can easily do this in a DIY project. Then after you get it all tied up in there, make sure everything is nice and tight, you can go ahead and screw it in. And like I said before, you want to make sure that this is nice and tight on here. Again, you don't want any leaks or any kind of thing like that, but you also want to make sure you're being careful with the pipe as well. My pipe here does have a little bit of bend in it, so that is fine, but you just want to make sure that you're careful with this as you're getting this really tight on there. The main thing my dad really wanted was to make sure that he could get his bucket under here, and so I think there's plenty of room to grab a bucket, get some water out of there, and even to connect a water hose or just whatever you might need. If you need this to be taller though, one thing you can do is you can actually attach, like if you wanted to put it and make it taller, you could just attach a shark bite down here, make it taller, screw it back into the wall, and attach this little corner piece up top. So you got that option as well. So you got a bunch of different options you could use with these. You don't have to just leave it this low. But again, this is all I had with me. Was able to just kind of patch this and make it work and fix it. But if you wanted it to be taller, all you would have to do is put shark bite right here, grab you some PEX or any kind of thing like that. I'll have a link for what that is down below, and then it would go up, cut it off, do the same thing right here, and then you should be good to go. But let's go check it out and see if it works. All right, let's check and see if it works. Nice, great, works well, works nice and easy. Also no leaks, which is really nice. And there you go, you have your fix. Again, able to fix pipes with this. Just a couple reminders, if you're gonna be using a shark bite, you wanna make sure you check the ends, because that's a really big deal. You wanna make sure you know what type of pipe you have, because again, that's the size and the type of connecting you need to have, so check those out. And then also, if you're gonna have any type of threads, you wanna make sure you have that plumber's tape. Have that plumber's tape on there so it's gonna make that good tight seal. But I think this is a great way that you can fix anything inside your house. Whether it be, again, just some type of leak, you can make these cuts, connect it with 2 shark bites or a shark bite, and connect it back together really easily, so you can do that. And I think this is a great way to save you money as well. But if this video was helpful, you can let me know that. You can leave a like and subscribe, or you can check out another helpful shark bite video right up here, and I'll see you over there.